Good afternoon, everyone. In our previous lab, we have finished our mini project review 1. And now, after finishing this file handling, we are able to perform the programs related to it, right? So here we are having 3 programs for the file. A very first is write a program that will read a text file and create another file that is identical, except that every sequence of consecutive blank space is replaced by a single space. So here also you just need to copy the content, right? But with some extra demand, right? So that we'll see later on. First, at least you need to know that how to copy into the another file. So very first program which you are going to perform is first this. Write a program that will read a data from one file and copy it into the another file. This is what we have seen even into our theory session, if you remember. Right? I've already shown you this program. So I hope you are able to perform this by your own. Yes or no? You are able to do so? Right? You just need to copy a file. That's it. One file to another file, you need to copy the content, and that thing already we have seen, right? So another thing what you will do is you can even add. First you have to create one file, you have to write something into a file, then you will open again that file and then you will copy the content. That also you can. Whatsoever the program that I have shown to you, that was all about only copying. So in copy, we believe that from where we need to copy, that file is already there, which is created one. But say suppose you haven't made any of the program related to file, right? So very first task that what you need to do is you have to create one file, you have to write some content into a file, you will close that file. After that, you are simply doing what? One file to another file copy, right? So that also you can perform over here. So I hope I don't have to make you understand how to copy a file. That you already know. We have already discussed this topic in theory, right? And you are able to perform this program. So I'm giving you 10 minutes to finish this program, right? So just finish this quickly and then I'll say anybody to share their screen, right? Means you are actually doing your programs or not. Okay? So quickly finish it. Once you done with your program, just ping me in the chat, right? That you have finished it. Fine, so I'll simply show you the program, right? I hope you have already finished it. So here what I've done is I've taken one character P1 of 80, means one character array where I need to write something. Okay. One character, that why I have chosen, that I'll explain, and then read of 80. Right? One more character array. This is what I've done. Now, if you want to create first a file, you want to write inside a file, so that code I have written over here in the comment. Right? That first you will create the file via which class? OFStream. Right? First you will create the class via OFStream. One simple object you have created, that is O file, right? And you are opening one file into the append mode, or you can say into the out mode. So that is up to you, right? In which mode you want to open it. If you won't write anything, it will be opened into the out mode only, and your previous content will be deleted, right? And if you wish to write something inside the file from the user, so for that I've given the code over here, that enter the line. So we'll read the line via this get p1 or cin dot get line p1 and the size. You can read the line, right? Then whatsoever is written by the user, that you will write into the file. So for that you are having this object, right? Simply you are writing the object and p1, right? You are writing inside the file via the object, right? Otherwise what you used to write over here, cout, if you wish to write something on the screen. But here you don't want to write on a screen, on the monitor screen. Instead of that, you want to write into your file, and for that you are having the object o5. So simply I'll copy that and paste over here, right? This is what you want to do. Okay. Now we are asking again that do you want to continue, right? And for that I've taken this ch. If you wish to continue, right, user will enter yes, means y, right? Then again it will read the line, again it will insert the same thing, again it will do the same thing. So we are having this do while loop, right? So for that content, I have written this code. Otherwise, now this is the code where I am already having one file sp.txt, which I am opening in reading mode, of course, right? Because I'll read from one file and I'll write into one file. This is what I'm going to do. So ifstream, that is the class which object I'll create I file just for reading purpose, this file sp.txt. Now I'll create one another object o file 1, which is for writing into another file backup.txt. In this file I want to write something via this ofstream class object. Okay. Now what I'm doing for reading the content and writing into another file, while one, whenever it will be true, will check that I file dot get line read 80. I'll read a whole line at a time, right, till the 80 characters. If there is a data, if it is true, then I'll check I haven't reached to EOF yet, right? So ifile.eof is not as equals to 0. If it is so, I mean, if I have reached to EOF, right, it will simply break it because we have reached to EOF. EOF will equals to 0 when till what will get the 0 if you have not reached yet to EOF, right? End of the file is true, yes or no. Based on that, it will give you the response, right? Then see out. What I'll do is, whatever you have read in this line, I just want to show that on the monitor screen that I have read this content. So for that purpose only we are having the see out, and over here I'll write the same thing into the another file, this read whatsoever I've read in a whole line, that I'll read into another file. That is O file 1, that is the object O file 1 I have taken for the backup.txt file, right? So I'll read from the sp.txt and I'll write the data into backup.txt. Okay. So I'll read via I file via that object and I'll write via O file 1 object because I want to write into that. Fine. So this is what we are doing. Any doubt in this? I hope you have already finished your program and we have already seen the output for this. Right? Any doubt in this? I'm asking something. And you are able to finish this, right? Okay. Okay. Now the next program, write a program that will read a text file and create another file that is identical except every sequence of consecutive blank space is replaced by a single space. Means what you need to do, I'll simply explain via this not trick. So what you are having in your file. Here, if you have written something like this is what in your file, right? Now you want to copy exactly the same content that hi, hello, how are you? This is only you want to copy into another file. But in another file, output should be like this. I hope now you are getting the thing. If you have entered many more spaces in between two words, what you need to do, you simply need to replace this consecutive blank spaces by a single space. You don't want this many spaces. You want only one space in between two words. That's it. Getting the things? Yes or no? Right? So how you will implement this? Any idea from your side? Any idea from your side? You have to discuss the idea with me. You can unmute yourself and you can tell me, or you can simply write down into the chat that what we supposed to do for this program, how we can do this thing, how we
Excuse
can
ma'am.
replace them. Yes, yes, Rahul.
Ma'am, we can try like this, ma'am, we can read one character at a time, and whenever we encounter a space, then we can skip every other steps after that until we get a new character again.
Mm,
Like ma'am, if we are
hmm,
reading one word at a time, and
hmm,
after my one word ends, there will be a
hmm,
space. Okay, so whenever we encounter a space, we will read that thing. Matlab, whenever we encounter the first space, we will read that thing, and then after skip every other every other looping process until we find a element, the next word, first element.
okay, fine. So another idea that what I can say is, you can read the two characters, right? You can read two characters, and then you can simply check first character and second character if they both are the space or not. So simply this is what my logic is, right? You can implement by any of the logic, so that is up to you. Your logic is also correct, Rahul, so you can go on to this, right? And I'm giving you 15 minutes for this program, right? After 15 minutes, I hope you have finished this. At least you have tried something, right? Okay, fine. So just start working on it. Done with your program? Anyone who finished the program? Anyone who have finished yet, please write it down into the chat. Almost. Okay, fine. So I'll show you the code, right? Here is the space remove program, right? What I have done is, right, your logic is totally appreciable, right? And you can create your own logic, right? So here I'm first creating uh, two variables, character 1 and character 2 of character, because I'll read two characters in a sequence, right? And I'll check that they both the characters are the space or not, right? So say suppose over here, these are the two characters, right, which are the blank space. So I'll read very first character in CH1, second character in CH2, and I'll check both the consecutive characters are the space. If it is so, then simply I have to put only one space, not the two, right? So that I'll show you what kind of logic I've applied. Over here, first I'm opening my file into the writing mode. So for that, I have taken over here OFStream class. F1 in, that is my object, and I'm opening one file as a text file, right, named as a text. Okay, and I've used over here constructor method for opening a file. Now F1 in, this is very similar where I can write the content into my file, that United States of America and so on, right? Such kind of program we have already seen, if you remember, right? So the same way I'm writing some static line over here, static line, right? That hello, I have entered into a file with more spaces, right? And in between that, I have given lot many space over here, right? Now I'll simply close it because I have written into my file. Now I'll open the same file, this text, but into a reading mode, right? Because ultimately my goal is what? I need to copy from this file to another file. This is what I want to do, right? So for that, this copy text file I'll create, that is with the use of OFStream class, because I want to open this file in the writing mode and this file text file into the reading mode, ifstream, right? So F1 out, that is the object for this, and F2 in, that is the object for copy text. Now what you are doing is, do you remember these two functions, cin.get, and you are writing the character inside this as a function argument, or you can write without argument, but for that you would be having one character at the left hand side. Do you remember these functions, right? So the same function I've used over here, the second version. ch1 is equals to f1 out, because I want to read from here, right, this file text, f1 out dot get function. So it will simply return a very first character, that is h, say suppose right now in my example. Now it will check that we have reached to EOF or not. If it is not EOF, means there is some content to read. At that time, we'll read the content and will again take another character. Okay, we'll again take another character, second character in ch2 variable f1 out dot get, because already your file pointer has been moved from this h to e, right? So I'll read again another character into ch2. Now I'll simply check that ch1 equals to space and end. Here this end is very important, because if both the characters are the space, then and only then I have to do something. Otherwise I'll simply read the character and I'll simply write the same character into my another file, which is f2 in, that is the object for that file, right? If I'll read h over here, I'll simply copy that ch1 over there. Again, I'll move that ch2 that I'll assign to ch1 now. That I'll explain afterwards. First, we will see this logic. If both of these are the space, then what I need to do is, what I'll do, I'll simply say, suppose this is my first space, which is there in my ch1. Okay, and this is my another space. This is my another space which is there in ch2. Okay, now if ch1 and ch2 both are the space, what I need to do, ch2 is equals to ch1, means in character 2 whatsoever is there, the space that will be there into the character 1, right? And now again we will read another character into this while loop only, right? In this while loop. So again ch2 is equals to f1 out dot get, means another character I'm reading. So I'll read I over here, right? Now again it will check that character 1 is space. So here, yes, character 1 is space, but character 2 is space again. No, it is a normal content, right? So at that time it won't go inside the loop, and what it will do is f2 in ch1 will be entered, means one space is there now, because I'm writing ch1, no, one space is there now. So this space before I, that will be inserted over here into another file, right? And now again ch1 is equals to ch2. So my ch2 is what, I, that is now assigned to ch1, right? And again I'll read the ch2, another one. So that would be the space over here. So now it will check again that one character is space and another character is space or not. So that is again not true over here, because in ch1 I'm having I and in ch2 I'm having space, right? I hope you are simply getting these things. Yes or no? Whatever I have explained, that you are getting or not. What I'm doing in my logic, I'll simply write into another file character by character. Okay, that only I'm doing. Only one person is writing that she is getting. What about the others? They are even not getting the program. Others are maybe went for their lunch, I think. So they won't reply. Okay. Right. So this is how I'm simply copying from one file's first character to the another file. And finally, after writing this, right, my all the contents will be written into the another file. I'll simply close this two files. So till over here, my content writing is over from this text file to the copy text file. Now I just want to read that what is written into the copy text file. I just want to read that. So for that purpose, I have read my content over here. The output of the file without more spaces is like this. and I'll open this copy text file into now reading mode, right? ifstream I have taken. So I'll simply read the content of copy text, that what it is there. So I'll read the character by character, that ch1 is equals to f2 out dot get. Whatever the character is there, it will simply show you onto the monitor screen via the cout. So ch1 will be there on the screen. Again, you will close it. Fine. At the last, you will simply put that handle /n, right? This is what your content is. So now we'll run this program. Fine. So the output of the file without more spaces is this, right? We don't have much more space. What we were writing into the file, that you can see just like this with many more spaces. So we can check this with our folder, right? What I was having the file name as a text, not here, over here. So this is my text, right? That is my file. Wait a sec. So this is what I have written via my program, right? Lot many spaces are here, okay, in my text file. And now whatever is there in my copy text, that is over here, this copy text file. We can see how we have written the content. Have you seen this? Without more spaces, right? This is what I am having, right? So it's working perfectly. My logic is, you can even apply your own logic, right? So any doubt in this? No, then please simply write down the, right? I'm giving you 5 to 7 minutes to write the program. Okay, you can write down in this program. I hope you have done the program. Finished it. Once you finish this program, after that you have to finish that phone book wala program, right? That I'll show you on the screen, because we have already understand this program in our theory session. You just need to write that program into your lab sessions, right? Okay. So after this, I'll show you that program. You will write it, and after that, you will share your screen. Okay, that you have finished this all three programs. Fine. So this is your phone book program, right? Which you need to write. Meanwhile, please write down your enrollment number into the chat. I hope you have written your numbers, everyone. Now, anyone is remained with the project review? Anyone is remained? Please write it down into the chat. Whose mini project review 1 is remaining? Anyone? I already know the name, but maybe you are not writing. Yes. Okay. Nilesh 1, then Kuldeep 1, Kevin, Chintan, Yojit, right? Prachi. Yes. Okay, fine. So we will do this today only, right? Once you finish this program stuff, we'll take your reviews, right?